What are you doing, Fernando?
Try to not break the whole dash.
Yeah?
More than it already is. Yeah. So what's going on? What do we have?
Well, we have a Chevy truck that we're working on.
Yeah, I know.
So, those of you guys that have Chevys, you can relate to this, or basically any pickup truck. It seems like this dash is just like, it's like peanut brittle. So we went to take this off. These we went to unscrew, and as you'll see, all these little things sticking out of here. These are where we had to plastic weld these back together, little plastic staples. So the whole thing, the goo here was the stuff they tried to do, and then so we have these little hot staples that are made to, there's like 50 of them in here. So we had to build this back from nothing. I feel like, it reminds me of my sister when she was in a car accident, and her leg got shattered, and so they used an external cast.
Oh wow.
Shout out to Chevy. Quick trivia: Chevy was the first manufacturer to put radio in a car, the godfather of car audio.
All right.
Thank you for that little bit of information, Weber fan.
This one reminds me of Herman Monster.
Herman Monster? You mean Frankenstein?
Yeah, Frankenstein. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I watched the Addams Family. So.
All right, the Addams Family is not the same as Herman Monster.
Kind of the same.
No, they're two totally different shows, bro.
Anyway, so the point is,
Yeah,
it's alive.
it is alive. It is alive. Yeah, we had to build that all back up. Fun there.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm sweating right now.
Yeah.
This is really hard.
Hey, are you friends with McNulty on Facebook?
Yeah.
Facebook him and tell him where we're at. Seriously, go on. Yeah. All right, so let's see what we got going on here, people. It is Monday. Hey, fellas, received a gift box on Friday. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, no problem. They're awards. They're not gifts, but it was filled with fun and excitement. And thanks for playing along on that one. In a couple weeks, we'll get back to handing stuff back out. Sue, of course, has been like, bro, just slow down on the giving the stuff away. She's the person that handles all that stuff, so she finally got all that stuff out. And she was like, there was one guy that won in Canada, and I think we're the only people that will send stuff out of the country, because no one else is willing to do it. And I'm like, hey, they're fans. We're going to send it wherever they're at. Hey, from Kingpin University Laser Class. There we go. Tell McNulty we're here on Instagram, because he was like, where are you guys at? We're like, yeah, we're here. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with Kingpin, let me see. Actually, this might look the right direction. This is Kingpin University. They're out of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There he is. Hola. All right. So, Driven, my favorite T-shirt.
Driven.
Anyways, so story time with Dean. Friend of mine, new friend of mine, acquaintance that became a friend. A guy by the name of John Brettel, lives in Atlanta. Yep. He's big into Glowforge lasers.
Yes.
And the whole time he was there, he was walking around with this piece that he Glowforged laser cut before he came out there. And it was a circle. And what he had done is, in this industry, there's these things called press grills, where you take metal and you build a template and you smash this metal grill into a shape.
Okay.
And it's really cool. We don't do it because we don't build those things. But what he did is
They're watching us right now. It's awesome.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Oh,
okay.
Anyways, so
yeah,
he took this plexiglass circle that he had made, this grill, and he was like, I wonder if I could heat form this. I'm guessing he might have been watching something like Tanked on, Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
And he's like, I bet you I can heat form this. So he took this round grill and he gave shape to it. So it became like a plexiglass press grill. Yeah. And it pretty much, he walked around with it hanging from his lanyard the whole trip, and it blew everyone's mind, because like, oh my gosh, we never thought to do this. We can make, instead of just having small little metal holes, they can make any form of a grill they want and make it into a shape.
Yeah.
So I, of course, talked to him, and we spent a lot of time together, and we became pretty good friends, I think. He was also up for Trusted Tech, and I think that's what started the friendship, was he needed help with a video. And I was like, yeah, just do this.
Yeah.
And he was like,
call you. And
yeah, he
everything.
called me
Yeah.
and he's like, even though we're, I was like, I don't
here.
care. Yeah,
I
you
was
were.
here.
I'm
Yeah.
telling them they weren't here.
Okay.
So anyways, when we got back, we started talking on the phone. I was like, you need to start a web page that has all your cool laser work on it. So if you own a laser or you know someone that owns a laser, he started a web page called Mesh, 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 man, M-A-N,
Okay.
dot net.
Wait, I'm the Spanish guy, right?
I know, I suck. .net, I believe it's .net. Anyways, and he should put a link up to it in the little show notes. One of you guys should. Anyways, so right now, the reason why this all is important is so one morning I was eating breakfast. We were having a meeting with Aaron, and we were eating breakfast. We had just done our class, so he took us out for breakfast.
Yep.
And I'm in the urinal, and I'm taking a piss. And I'm looking down at the little splash thingy, the deodorizer they put in there, and I go, holy crap, that's a really cool shape. It's really neat. So I found John later that day and I said, John, do me a favor. Go to this restaurant. You know, it was in the hotel. And I said, go look at the urinal. And he's like, why? I was like, because the shape, the texture, it's really cool. And he was like, okay. So naturally he went and did it. He came next day. He goes, dude, I went to it. You're right, man. That was awesome. You got a knife? Grab a knife. So so this weekend out at Kingpin, they're having laser training. And we couldn't go because I have to take tomorrow off to do something, and then I'm going next week. I'm going to Kicker, so it's like there's only so much time I can take off of work.
Yeah.
But he texted me and he's like, "Hey, listen, before I leave to go to teach laser, he goes, I made something for you. I'm gonna send it to you, and it came today in this box right here. So excited.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and open it. Let's put it on the counter. Or here, just set it on top of all my crap.
All right. Let's go here.
And by the way, I love it when people send me stuff, because that's cool. All right, here we go.
Yeah, somebody's snugging outside.
Yeah, they're kicking the trash can. We used to play a game called Kick the Can when we were kids. It was literally, you'd put a can in the
look
middle.
at that.
Ooh, dang. And there it is. That is the urinal cake mesh grill. Ooh, put it back down. You can see it better. Yeah, so this is the urinal cake mesh grill with a custom 5-star logo in the middle. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Let me put it right here.
I'm going
so
to put
you
it up
can
to the
see.
light. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, we'll just
Bring it over
side light it. Ooh, that looks sexy.
Right here. I can see it better.
You think?
No.
No, you
No.
can't.
No, but like it, you guys
No,
get
you
the
totally
idea.
lost that
Pretty
way.
cool. Yeah, no.
So anyways, John Brattle made this for me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm just going to hang it on the wall because it looks awesome. But this was, this of course is like a 4 times life-size version of the mesh that was in the urinal at the hotel, the Omni.
Yeah.
So like if you're in a urinal and you're taking relieving yourself and you see something, this is where this idea came from. And that just goes to show you that like ideas come, hold on, let me flip it. Ideas come from all different places.
Anywhere.
And the reason why I kept mentioning McNulty's out there too from Driven, up there in Arlington, and John is in Atlanta at Cartoons. Is it
Yeah.
Cartoons Atlanta? Okay, so that's where those two guys are. And McNulty used to post pictures, inspiration of the day.
Right.
You know, in that you get, there he is, John Burrell, Cartoons.
Yeah.
Right there. Peel the tape off.
Okay.
But you get inspiration and ideas everywhere you look. Everywhere in society, there are things that you can use,
Oh.
yeah, to
Look at
make
that.
things cooler, better. Right now, let me flip it back around. Right now, ooh, yeah, see? Yeah, I know,
Logo's right there.
Yeah. So right now, Ada's out at Disney, which is where I'll be tomorrow with Ada hanging out at Disney. And he's posting up pictures of Fantasia. Not Fantasia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's silly movie. Pandora. He's
Okay.
posting up pictures of Pandora, which is the world of, those guys. Anyways, then he's like, there's a lot of neat stuff. Disney is one of the coolest places to go where you can see neat things. But there again, inspiration for design is everywhere. And you can use that and take pictures of it. The graph paper is a note. read the note.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're reading that.
I'm reading it.
And Fernando's reading it offline right now.
All right, but this is for you. So.
Yeah.
All right, read it.
Small token of my appreciation for y'all to do for the 12-volt industry, and thank you for the inspiration to get Meshman.net up and running.
John Brettle.
John Brettle.
AKA.
Cartoons, a.k.a. the Meshman, Cartoons Atlanta.
Right there, man.
And you can find him. He's in here. He's JB. He's JB Cartoons.
Yep.
So go ahead and follow him. The car he's working on right now is a classic car. Have you seen this? A classic Pontiac?
Yep.
And he's doing some more, another
the
heat
Pontiac
form.
logo.
Yeah, out of laser, and then it's
And
all
everything.
little tiny pine.
Awesome.
So follow him here.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we tell you to follow certain people. He's one of the guys you do want to follow. I'm trying to convince him to go for Installer of the Year next year.
Yeah.
Forget Trusted Tech. Go for Installer of the Year because he has what it takes to be Installer of the Year. His custom is top notch. It's phenomenal looking. The stuff he does with laser and CNC is just incredible.
Yeah, the whole work that he does.
So I think he's selling himself short going for Trusted Tech. But that's just me.
Just go for it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Leave techs for techs, man. Like us. Because I don't want to compete against them next year.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But anyways, so that's that. So today is kind of a fun day. It's a fun Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we'd come on and
Show you
this is cool. And anytime we get cool stuff that we can open, we want to do it. So you're going to see this hanging in the background, and you're going to be like, why is that? It's like, it's a urinal cake, man. It was a urinal cake. It was all about the urinal cake.
Man.
And do I got anything else? Do we get anything else?
No, not me. It's just a Chevy.
Yeah, it's just a Chevy. We're doing a Chevy. Oh, I know what I want. Yes, I do. Do me a favor. Can you kind of clear this out of the way? I had one other thing I want to talk about. So, in this Chevy pickup truck behind us, this will be the inspiration for the day as far as learning tips. Because after all, we always like to try to accidentally teach you guys something. Mm-hmm. If you're one of the guys that buys this guy right here, you buy the access interface for your GM, and you're like, hey man, I don't want to read the instructions like this guy did. So what this guy did is somebody put this in and they ran new wires. Hold on. They ran new wires, these ugly things here, from behind the radio into the rear doors. And Fernando's like, hey, why do I have 4 wires in the door? I'm like, I don't know. And we toned it and everything worked from the factory wires. And I was like, I don't know why, but let's try it. Naturally, you want to figure out before you're just like, let's just use the factory wiring. And it's this guy right here. So when you have this system right here, the idea is that your front channels are going to run through this box. And this is where all your tones are going to come from. And then they're going to go back out. So from your radio, front channels through here, out. And then rear channels will connect here at this and come out. But unlike TAC, that gives you RCAs and or an amplified input or non-amplified input, to streamline the install a little bit, their thought is that they're going to do this. They're going to give you this little heat shrink piece right here, and it's going to have a resistor in it. Okay. All right? So this resistor is designed to drop the small 18 watts that's in your car down to a more reasonable 4 or 5 volts. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, 18. Drop the wattage down to get the voltage from that wattage lower, so that it will then allow it to go into the factory amplifier, because you don't want to run that full 18 watts into it. But in the instructions, it tells you to cut these off. Well, if you don't have an amplified system and you leave these things on, guess what happens?
There's no sound.
What?
There's no sound.
Why? No sound. So they ran all new speaker wires to the rear because they didn't read the instructions and saw where it said to cut these out. Now, of course, we're rebuilding the whole harness from scratch. As you can see, here's our wiring here. We're adding an amplifier. Now, this is where the other caveat comes in. If you're using a aftermarket amplifier, the sound is designed to come through here, go out, and boom. Well, the problem is now you're going to be running that aftermarket amplifier through here. All right? This is not designed to handle 100 watts, 70 watts. This is made to handle that 18 or 50, that 50 watts that comes out of the factory radio. Yeah. This is only designed to handle that, which is really 18 to 20 watts. Mm-hmm. So if you try to run 75 to 100 watts through this thing, guess what happens? So now you have to bypass this out of the loop. That's what you see, this little pigtail right here.
Yeah.
This is doing nothing. So you're going to lose those chimes using this module unless you hook some form of a speaker to this output here. All right. There you go.
Well,
that is the tip of the day.
Yep. That's it.
Yay. I know, right? So much stuff. All right, to recap, we want to thank John Brettel, Cartoons Atlanta,
JB,
Meshman.net for supplying us with that cool
grill
urinal cake. Head over to kingpinuniversity.com to find out when they're going to be teaching more classes if you want to learn things like how to use laser, how to do installation. If you're an Audison Hertz dealer and you want to learn more about Audison Hertz, they have 3 trainings, I believe, coming up through the end of the year. I'm trying to get to one of those. I'll let you guys know more information about that. I like watching the router work, but excited to see what you guys do with the laser. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So am I.
I'm excited.
I just need to get off my butt in order to finish that. And with that, we'll see you guys tonight. Now, as far as Facebook goes tonight, we might go a little early. Might. Because I got to get out of here. I got to head over. I got to head to Disney. So if we get finished with this thing, this Chevy on time, we're gonna go early. So just be prepared. I know it screws with everyone's schedule. I apologize. Also, the rest of this week is going to be kind of screwed up. By the end of the week, it'll be good, but then it'll be screwed up again next week because I'll be in Oklahoma and the Wi-Fi there
so it doesn't matter.
So the next 2 weeks are going to be fun. It is going to be fun. I mean, there's going to be tons of content because we're going to be going. I'm excited. We don't even want to talk about it. We want you guys to get back to work, get back to whatever. John, thank you, buddy. You don't have to thank me. I thank you.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. Stay tuned to Meshman.com. Stay tuned to Meshman.net because we're going to be talking about that more and more as time goes on because the whole idea behind the website is to not only have mesh, but also have these things, lots of speaker bezels. This is, I'm not going to lie, my motivation for him, like me pushing him so hard to start this website, is so that I can just buy these, buy the artwork, as it were, and then just plug it into the laser and let it do its thing here. I don't have to do the work.
Yeah, we can fix it. I mean, we just have to see how bad it is, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. All right, guys. Meshman.net, 5star.com. Is there a 5star.com? I don't even know. DNF Tool Drawer.
Yeah,
go there.
DNF
That's
Tool
much
Drawer.
better.
That's
all right.
better.
I don't even know why I said that. Who cares? We'll
All
see you
right,
guys tonight. Have fun.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. It was be like, what are we looking at? Right? Oh. Does it zoom? Oh, it zooms. Oh, look at that.
It's an evil zebra.
It's an evil zebra. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? All right, I know what you're saying. What are we looking at? Okay.
Nazi baby. Nazi baby. Hey, we're not doing car stereo today, but we're hanging out,
Yeah.
doing our thing.
I don't even know what channel I'm live on at the moment. I hope I'm live on 5star. I gotta be live on 5star. So what's going on, everyone? It's 5 minutes with 5star. And standing in for Fernando today is Ada.
I have the wrong glasses on, so I can't read.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's okay. There's just everyone just saying hi, checking in. So right now we're out in Orlando. We're at the Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. As the little princess that you just saw come out the door, it's her birthday today. So we're celebrating her birthday tonight by going to the Disney's Not So Scary
Halloween.
Why do I keep saying Christmas?
Because she's a nightmare for Christmas kid. And, like,
Yeah.
you have it in your head. And
She's Sally. Yeah.
she is Sally today.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, yeah, it's Sally. Anyway, so we thought we'd come on. We have a couple minutes to spare and, take some questions, whatever.
Yeah, let's take questions.
Add in the birthday girl. Yeah, so you're here for a couple days.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Oh, I was going to ask you because you're a big fan. Have you gotten the Metra DSP X yet?
I have not. I don't
Okay.
think it's 100% available yet. I'm looking forward to using it because, as you guys know, I'm a little bit of a fan of the Metric X DSP. DSP. I think it's a great integration tool, and sometimes we'll use it just to integrate into other things.
Right. Well, we use the harnesses, as you know, and that's where I draw the line.
Well, everybody's got their thing. However, like I was talking to Dean last night, we are going to transition into using more of the actual Helix product.
Yeah.
Because it does some pretty amazing things. Their show that I watched from Saturday, I think it was. That
Yeah.
Talking about load resistors and stuff like that.
Well, yes.
So we started to transition into that when a car needs load resistors, and we're going to do a DSP. We're just going to skip the hard part and just
Well,
send
that's
it to the DSP.
well that's why Kicker came out with those load resistor banks, because it's like the wild west of load resistors right now. You know?
It is, right.
And by them just saying, hey, look, let's just put them in a heatsink, because not everyone, like Helix, is deciding to go ahead and integrate it in. Or you have to buy an add-on module, like JL.
Right.
Why not get involved in that? Because I know they have future products that we can't talk about. That I can't talk about.
Talk about whatever.
Single-ended and differential input. Single-ended and differential inputs. Is that a question?
There's a Tony D. Mori does a really good video on that, like that I couldn't even touch.
Yeah.
It's a super in-depth video and it talks to you about all that stuff. So check his channel out.
Yes, and I always mention that people should check out his channel. He's got a whole class on there that is just phenomenal.
Right.
Are resistors absolutely necessary for just a 12-inch subwoofer? The resistors are only necessary in a situation where you're going to have a radio that you're eliminating the ohm load from. So if you're just installing an amplifier into a system, let's say you have a basic radio with 4 speakers. You're not removing any of those speakers, so you're just going to take your high level to low level and attach it into the system. Then you don't need a load resistor.
Right.
Now, if you're going to take those 4 speakers out, and the audio is either going to disappear or go a little bit funny because it's lost its load from the speakers, and now you're not putting a load back on.
Right. So the other thing to remember about load is this is an important part for the amplifier to kind of ramp up and just do whatever. The load is inherent in the design.
Yes.
So we kind of want the load to keep the sound quality in the actual vehicle itself, because the higher frequency if it doesn't say load, it's classic amplifier. Craziness.
And that was when Fords were when we were just getting into Fords, that was the problem that like you'd see on the internet all the time. I'm getting this high frequency distortion. I'm getting high frequency distortion. I like to use the LGDs for the Fords. I don't have any issues when I use those. Have you ever just used the LGDs?
The audio control pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, we use those. Again, we're just, anything that needs a load resistor, we're going to suggest this piece and it's going to work and it's going to be done. Dude, I am totally over, like, we fought with a Jeep JL.
He said load. Yes.
He said load. We fought with a Jeep JL for quite some time where it would actually work. But then it would drop one side of the car.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
Right.
So the view. Let me show you the view we're looking at. So this is we got an ostrich here. We got a zebra. We got some Watusi. Watusi. We got another. That right there is an ostrich.
The ostriches are pretty. I mean, we're probably what, 30 feet from them, maybe 40 feet.
Yeah.
Those fucking things are huge, dude. Excuse my French. I'm not getting chased by one of those things. They look like they don't belong here. They look like they belong on a planet someplace far, far away. Yeah, fuck ostriches. Ostriches. Don't like them. Ostrichi. Like that. And I suspect in there, that looks like an enclosure from Jurassic Park. See it over there?
That's where they're keeping the raptors.
That's where they're keeping the raptors. Right?
Yeah, the velociraptors are over there.
I'm so happy that I get to spend time with my buddy Dean. Like we talk a lot, but like we don't really get a lot of interaction except for like a knowledge fest where we get to see each other for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. If there is windy, I'm sorry. I forgot the cool little dead kitten for this microphone we're using.
So I have a good question. I like the Class D question. I like the open-ended RCA question too. Let's get a good question. We only got like
All right, if an F-150 I'm running audio control, okay, here we go, D6-1200 with Morel speakers, how much sound quality improvement will I get if I go with the new F-150 kit with the Kenwood deck? So basically the question is, I'll get your take on this. If you have a factory radio and you take the factory radio out and put an aftermarket radio in, what is the quality difference between changing those two?
So the way I will answer that is it really depends on what aftermarket radio you're using.
So he's gonna go with the Kenwood 6909, which is a 5-volt Exelon high-end
It's going
deck.
to be superior in every single way.
Yeah.
To the factory. Again, you can get a good output from that factory system if you're using like the nav TV part.
Yeah.
You know, but it's more money than.
Well, yeah, but the nav TV that's only if it's A to B. So if it's a base model, F-150,
You're not really doing anything.
Today.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Today. So, all right. So things that we could talk about, or that I could talk about, is that like if you guys watch the iData dash kit that we just did, if you have the 8-inch MyTouch radio, that dash kit is phenomenal. And once that becomes available here in the next month or two, that's going to be a total game changer for sure for anyone that has a MyTouch Ford radio.
I think it's a game changer for our industry.
Oh,
Because,
totally.
they did something with that kit that like everybody's gonna have to scramble and try to catch up to.
Luckily, there's other manufacturers already have something in the works.
Okay.
That you'll be able to do it on multiple platforms, not just Ford.
Well, I hope that they come with something for Acura MDX because that's my wife's car and I'm tired of not having.
Yeah, I agree with that. And no, there isn't. No one's ever mentioned it. Dude, those brands like Hyundai, Kia, Hyundai, Kia, and Honda and Acura get so ignored.
And they are like
Yes.
cream of the crop
Yes.
for like
Everything.
right, everything. The more interesting is that like they will eventually have to have something because the radio's failing in the MDXs.
So what I've seen in the MDX is people taking like the Halo 9, but if you have the navigation system in there, it really doesn't help you.
So we did something like that for an Odyssey that was similar build.
Yeah.
Those things. We just took part of Halo and did all that stuff.
Oh, you went crazy on that one though. Yeah, you went really
Overboard.
a little overboard.
So, I just hope that there's some kind of app because we can get into the cars. We can make the cars do what we want as far as aftermarket. What is that? What's that thing?
What am I looking at? Is it a
Is
lizard?
that a pole? Is that a lizard?
It's probably a lizard.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's Florida. We have lizards everywhere.
So in Maryland, we don't have to.
We have lizards everywhere.
I just want to see. So this is how I look at dash kits. It's a used car market. It's not the new car market.
No.
So when all these cars that are really popular right now start to become
Used?
that's when we see them in our stores, and that's I want it to be figured out well before the car is
Yeah.
in for broken radio.
Oh, I agree. And that's the thing about the Ford, that particular thing in a Ford is going to be pretty amazing because when I did that, Shaughnessy called Mark and he goes, dude, when is that going to be available? We just had 3 of those come in this week where the screens were dead. And it's like, great, you know, but, oh, here comes the wind. Sorry. Unfortunately, that's like...
I think the manufacturer should be looking at TSBs. So
TSBs?
technical service.
Yeah.
So for like 16, 17, 18 Silverados, Denali's, the screen just goes haywire.
Yeah, totally.
And just guess what, guys? The TSB does not mean warranty. TSB means we know about it, we might do something about it.
Yeah.
So guys that have those vehicles later in their and you know as second-hand or third-hand cars, you're gonna get it. And we need to be there to like address it.
We'll have to talk off camera.
Well, I mean, they're I got some stuff I can't talk about too, so shut up.
I'm sure I could talk about everything when they just say, you know, be careful.
Right.
Hold on. Will there be a dash kit for a 2020 vet by January when I get mine?
No chance.
Not a chance in hell. But what you might see is hopefully by then we might have an interface that will work with that car and plug into the new data bus system on that.
Yeah, I think that's A to B.
No, it's totally different. Some of the new GMs are actually Ethernet.
That's a good thing.
Could be.
That's a good thing.
It could be. They're pretty excited about it.
Right.
But it's nice talking to. All right, so obviously we have a lot of conversations with AMP Global, which is PAC, and then we also now have a lot of conversations with iData, and it's neat to hear their two different thought processes on attacking a problem. And I really enjoy that, and it's cool because neither one of them is wrong. They're just both unique, and it's a race to see whose is going to make theirs work first.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Again, get guys interested in get companies interested in making products. And get the engineers excited. Getting the engineers excited is the hard part.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Well, pay them more money.
Right. Well,
let's be honest. How do you feel about epicenters?
I think vaping is bad.
You think vaping is bad? Well, the Surgeon General did just put out a warning.
Well,
so they had 8 people die or something like that.
I feel like Epicenter has its place.
We were just talking about how you like to listen to Elton John in that era of music. That the bass on it totally sucks.
It does suck.
And Epicenter does amazing work for that.
Epicenter does a lot of things. Sometimes, dude.
Okay, what if it doesn't even have to be an Epicenter? Just a harmonic restoration device like that. So, if you're not against, for me, the thing that bothers me about the Epicenter is that the effect and the subwoofer knob are 2 different knobs.
So,
whereas WaveTech, it's all one knob.
It's all one knob. So this is my problem. Is boost always bothers me.
Boost always bothers you. Okay.
And it's just because of EQ.
Yeah.
It's just naturally.
Yeah.
So I just have more subwoofers.
Well, yeah, but effect. You can have a ton of subwoofers, but if all you're doing is playing Van Halen, wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
just,
Again, I want to cut everything, so I would personally not use it. We sell it in my store.
Yeah.
We probably sold one in the past 5 years.
Okay.
We sell it if you come in for it. Again, we don't.
Well, see, this is what I like, because everyone knows in here that I like the Epicenter, because I like what it does. So
right.
to have a different perspective is always...
So, but we do use AccuBase.
Which is kind of like an Epicenter.
Kind of.
It's thin.
Yeah.
It's thin.
But that's why I like
it.
It doesn't have as much processing.
Well, did you see that the new LC2i Pro, they're actually putting the AccuBase Lite... Oh, there's a warthog. Is putting in the new...
and the pen for the...
Raptors. Yeah, so it's Raptor food. They're putting in on the Pro. It's going to have the AccuBase Lite now.
Okay.
So you'll actually know when it's working. Because has he ever tried to explain to you how AccuBase actually works?
He has.
And you just kind of look at him and go, what?
I get it. So there's a processor called BBE back in the day.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah, Alpine.
No.
Well, no, but I mean, Alpine had it.
Very similar kind of deal.
I got one better.
What?
The Aphex Big Bottom Oral Exciter. That's a thing.
So
go ahead with your BB. It's called the Aphex Big Bottom Oral Exciter.
It sounds like you're describing a hooker.
Oh, it totally is. But it was a processor. It was a home or a studio processor that would do BBE-like stuff or Epicenter-like stuff for both lows and highs.
That's kind of why I like the BBE.
Yes. Yeah, BBE was cool.
Because you could do effects to the top end.
Yes.
And the low end. However, when I felt at the time, and again, this is long
90s.
Well, 90s.
Yeah, 90s.
A long time ago when I had the BBE, it was a very narrow stage and it was completely sterile.
Well, yeah.
The best way I could say it.
Yeah. Well, recording sucked back then.
Right.
So, and what was it? The Loudness Wars. Did you ever read that article on the Loudness Wars?
Yeah, I did, and it's a thing.
You fell asleep.
It's a thing. I personally think that
Google a Loudness War. Loudness Wars.
If you guys are really into
Bill, you old
reproducing things and music reproduction and stuff like that, I would really look into the Steely Dan stuff.
What's up, Casey?
Those guys do some
Say hi, Casey, Mr. Morrell.
Hi, Casey.
Loving
those
the
guys
speakers.
do some really cool things, and you want to listen to that on a system that's not a car. Like, go someplace.
Who's that?
Steely Dan.
Oh, Steve. Yeah. Donald Fagen.
Yeah.
Donald Fagen.
Amazing recording. But like, again, going backwards with car audio.
Yes.
I think that I felt
yeah.
but home audio really gives you a high-end home audio. Really give you an appreciation for what car audio could be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I don't think it could ever be as good as a good home. But like, there's some guys that are damn close.
I have a Morel home.
Yeah, you told me.
I suck. I suck.
don't
noise.
have
I
any
know.
there,
I'm
though.
sorry. We're outside on a patio. I'm trying to block the wind from the microphone.
Look, you guys can have the wind, or you can have a 6-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the 6-year-old. But hey, look, there you go. So here's the view. Still, the Watusi have moved. The Watusis are over here now.
The jerk-off zebra's gone.
The jerk-off zebra is
Oh,
gone.
no, he's over there.
Oh, is he moved over there? Uh-oh, hold on. We're gonna get yelled at. There they are. Say it.
Happy birthday, little friend. What's going on?
She said, hurry up, it's my birthday.
All right. It's her birthday. We got cake. Thanks,
gotta go,
guys, for tuning in and putting up with the wind noise.
Hey, maybe we'll do it again, because I really have fun doing this with you.
We will. It's gonna be a long night. What do I want to see? What am I gonna see? Oh,
What's that say?
yeah. What does that say? Hold on, let me get lower. Is that your 6th birthday? You're 6 years old today.
Yeah, I'm going to make you come so scary Halloween.
That's right, and that's why we're here.
Welcome everybody
Whoa,
today.
Wow, I was not expecting that. I was gonna say, isn't it kind of strange that we start the show with you every time? But
Hey man,
you know,
Apparently,
I'm just giving
I'm important. I'm the guy.
I'm giving the fans what they want, which is more Fernando and less
Hey,
me. So,
yo. No,
hey,
really?
say hi to Mark.
Hi Mark.
How you doing?
How you guys
hey,
doing today?
cause I feel bad though because I haven't heard from Mark today, and I miss him because we've communicated almost every day.
Every day.
Every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
And he got with me yesterday,
Okay.
and one of the things I learned is, on Volkswagens, when you have the airbag light,
Yes.
and you disconnect the airbag light, and then you make the mistake of turning the car on,
Yep.
and then, of course, it really stinks because it doesn't want to reset itself.
Correct.
With the RR,
Here we go.
it will reset the airbag light.
So okay, you able to.
So if we're doing
reset
like a
it from
Jetta
there.
and you accidentally turn on the car because
Yeah.
you were going to check some more, I accidentally turn the car on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no problem. Finish putting the radio in. Once the radio's in, go
Reset.
in. It'll reset the airbag for
Well,
us.
America, it's in
Natasha.
Yeah.
Natasha.
That's awesome. That is pretty cool.
Oh, look what's in the way. I almost panned perfect, and I was hoping to see the 2 Morel boxes right there.
Yeah,
the
dude.
GMC is in the way.
It's
What
a
the
dually.
heck? It's a dually.
How did we put it in?
So, I was late this morning because I had the day off yesterday, as you guys know. If you didn't catch that, because I forgot to hit share, don't worry, it'll be in the Saturday or it'll be the weekend replay. Fernando, there was an imposter live the other day. Yes, Ada played the role of you. Sorry. So, anyways, we had a dually coming in, so
Yeah.
I was late this morning because, and I'll be late again tomorrow morning, and then I won't even be here next week.
Yeah.
I'm not the ideal employee this week. Anyways, so
Employee of the month.
Employee of the month right here. This
There you
guy.
go.
This guy. Anyways, we had a dually and we are gonna work on it outside. So I'm walking around the building and it's not there. And I was like, oh crap, it didn't show up. And then I come and it's pulled in. And I was like, oh. And then this is what I see.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it. You're the
Yeah.
man. But so I look at the dually, and the first thing I see is like this.
I did it.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck happened to this car? And of course it has nothing to do with that. That's just the car. He's in the process of restoring it, and he wanted to get this done.
Yes, I didn't did it.
Yes.
I didn't do that.
No, I didn't do it. But I was looking, I'm going, what happened? What is going on here? I didn't get enough sleep. I'm tired. I don't even want to know. Yes, next week is Kicker Week. Whoop, whoop. Get excited. me is going to go live a
What's up,
lot
Bobby?
next week. We were just talking about it, and I was like, God, I can't wait. I honestly wish I could just live stream the whole trip.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. It'd probably be boring, but I would think it'd be fun, only because then I wouldn't have to edit any videos when I got home. But we know that's not going to happen. We're going to have cool stuff.
Definitely.
Really excited about this trip because I've been there before. I
Yeah.
know what I want to see. I know what I want to show you guys.
You know where's the kitchen.
I
you
know where the
where's
kitchen is. I
everything
know where
else.
the sink is. I know where they put the towels.
Yep.
So I want to. There's certain things I want to show you guys, and hopefully I'll get the opportunity to do that. And that's really why I wanted to go back this year, was so that I could take you guys to those places and show you those places. And then on another more selfish reason why I wanted to go back was so that we could show other manufacturers what we can do
For them.
with this channel and you guys. Old school hi-fi.
Hey.
But we wanted to show, we want to be able to show other companies that, hey, look, you guys want to see this stuff, and ask them if they're going to update the Q-Class amplifiers.
I'm gonna say no.
Did the speaker just cut out? No, we know what they're going to do to the yeah, I'll ask them. We'll find out.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys know I suck at keeping secrets. What the heck's wrong with you people? Don't ask questions like that. Because they make me sign papers. Anyways, hey guys, can you run 6.5-inch components on an amp and 4-inch on deck power?
6.5, 4-inch.
So this is a question that we get asked a lot, and I need a new kicker mouse pad. I don't know if we still have those. I'll have to check and see. I'll let you know.
I think I have one.
Do you
left.
have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will the crossovers make all the speakers pop? Will a crossover make all the speakers pop? Shouldn't. All right, videos. LOL. There'll be lots of videos. Fernando, make me one too. What do you make? Oh, you're making a fuse holder over there?
Oh, Megan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're making a laser gun. Pew pew. All right, so here's the problem you run into when you're running things off amplifiers, things off deck power, is that the deck power and the preamp section do not distort at the same time. So, for example, if you go back and you watch any of our radio dynos, and I apologize, we haven't done any this year. I know, we suck. Anyways, the preamp section will distort at like 38, but the amplifier section will distort at like 28.
Mm-hmm.
So now what you have to do is you have to set up for the lowest common denominator, which is 28. So now you have to turn the gains up on the amplifier so that it's ready to clip at 28, which means you're going to run the risk of inducing more noise into the amplifier,
Mm-hmm.
which is bad if you weren't following along.
Yeah.
So the answer to that question is yes, you can do it, but no, I would not. I would buy a small 2-channel amplifier. There's plenty of them out there with a gain control that will allow you to run those off of the same setup.
Yep.
You know, but that's really what you want to do. Buy a small 2-channel amplifier and go from there. Why don't you guys show SPL numbers after you tune a system? You already have the audio control mic set up. Well, because the audio control mic, we literally just got that, and most of the systems that we have that we're doing, we haven't really filmed it with those.
Yeah.
And also, who cares?
I mean,
it only goes up to like, what, 140, 145 accurately?
Mm-hmm.
So every system we do is probably going to be like 132, 133.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting. So that's why it's not all that exciting. I mean, it might be
I mean,
for you.
At some point,
But
we can do one at least. Yeah.
No, I think it's kind of all right. We'll write it down on our whiteboard of things that we might want to add into the show.
Yeah.
Just like we added in, you guys were like, "Hey, we want to see the sub move." We added that in.
Yeah.
Everyone sees the sub.
Yeah,
move.
like I said,
Everyone's happy.
yeah, we can do one so you guys can see it.
What's better, high level inputs on your deck as 6 RCA output? All right, okay.
Silverback.
High level input if your deck has 6-channel RCA, example Speedwire. So if the question is should I use the RCAs or should I use the line level? Go back and watch the end of Saturday's live show. We discussed that in length. That would be the best place. Go back and watch that. And it's kind of like what we just answered the question previously about your deck power distorts at 28. Your preamps don't. If you have a 4-volt preamp output, you're silly not to use it.
Okay.
But crossover smells burnt. What could cause that? When I step on the gas pedal, speakers start to introduce static. Are we talking like passive crossovers smell burnt? If they do, it's because you put too much power through them. That could happen. The other thing, you know, depending on how you're setting them up, if you don't ever play a 1 hertz test tone through the crossover and just disconnect speakers, that's a good way to set them on fire. Ask me how I know. Don't really. Cool, must have missed it. No, it's okay.
What
DSP do you recommend? The one you can afford.
The one that you feel comfortable.
All right, so here's the deal. When you're going to use a DSP, so like we do the DSP Saturdays. We got 4 or 5 of them when we talk about DSP. I would strongly recommend going back and watching those. It's usually just the first half hour of the show, and what we do is we go over the software in which we use the DSP. The software is where you're going to spend most of your time. If you can't wrap your head around the software, then don't buy that DSP. What you want to do is you want to buy a DSP that you get how it works, because you're the one that's going to have to do it. If you can't understand the software, move on to the next one. Correct. Move on to the next one. Or watch some of those Saturday DSP shows, get an idea of what you're looking for in a DSP, and then, you know, because like we talk about the 4 things that make up a DSP: equalization, speaker level control, time alignment, and crossover. Figuring out where those 4 things are the most important thing. There's a lot of new, inexpensive, and reasonably priced DSPs coming out.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that earlier today. We'll just have to wait and see how that pans out.
All right.
Epicenter index causing a popping on my sub when the car shuts off. If I connect the sub and amp without, it doesn't pop. What you might want to do is add a time delay to that. So pick up something like a TR7 Pro and put it on the remote turn on, so that when you turn off the key, it then keeps that on for like 5 seconds and then shuts off after the fact. That way it won't give you the pop in your system.
Yeah.
It's a pack-dash audio TR7 Pro, and you can program it from your laptop. Go ahead.
DSP Morel America. Yeah. That would be cool.
So we talk when Casey and I went out to dinner last year sometime, when I was convincing him that he might want to give me a cool stereo for my car so that we could talk about it more so than actually get it into my car. Hey from Turkey. Hey from Sweden. And yes, DSP is definitely something that they would really like to get into. The problem with any manufacturer building a DSP is something that you might not even consider. Because like building a DSP, as you can tell now with all these companies coming out with DSPs, really isn't that hard. There's companies out there, build houses, that will build you any DSP you want and throw their software on it. Where the problem comes in is tech support. Actually being able to help you when you have a problem. Now, some manufacturers build a DSP, they throw it at you, and they're like, bye, have fun, like a Dayton. There's no tech support for Dayton. You just have to figure it out. Okay? Somebody like Morel isn't going to want to do that. They're going to want to be able to provide adequate tech support. So that means that they're going to wait until they can build up that in-house tech support to deal with it. At least that's what they told me, and it made sense to me. So they're a small company here in the U.S. They're a small company over there. Building a DSP, though they could do it tomorrow, they're probably not going to until it is the right time for them.
Hi, Amelia. Hi, Shelly.
Dean Van Halen, too hot for teacher with Epicenter. That would be amazing, and it is. Yes, I like that. I like all that stuff. What does that say? Does tuning up the subwoofer level on an Alpine head unit cause distortion? Turning up, yes. Turning it up on any head unit will cause distortion. Okay, that has to do with gain overlap. All right, so you have to figure out whether you want 5 dBs or 10 dBs or 0 dB, meaning none. Then you also have to figure out how loud you want to. So, for example, if you go in and you set your sub-amplifier for 0 dBs of gain overlap, then plus 15 on your radio actually gives you negative 10 dBs of gain overlap on it, then setting it to 0 dB is a good idea because it will do all that for you right there in the gain stage. So you don't have anything to worry about. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it makes sense to you because we do it all the time, but it might not make sense to these guys. How much do you take for installing an amp on a subwoofer? I have no idea how much I take. I don't know what Paul charges either, so it just depends on the car. Good afternoon, fellas, from sunny California. Hey. Does the Pioneer 4400 NEX require any additions for better sound quality running RCAs? No. I mean, it's there again. It depends. Any head unit, it just depends what you're looking for. 4400 is going to give you a really good opportunity to make sure everything is cool because it's a great sounding Pioneer head unit.
Right.
The only thing better out now is a 4500, and I really don't. Well, no, it's a totally redesign because they add the Wi-Fi into it, but I don't think that has anything to do with the preamp section. I don't think they changed that at all because
I don't think they changed
the 4400 went to the audio grade components for the preamp section. So yeah, as far as Pioneers go, you're rocking. Now, does that mean it's going to do everything you want it to do? I don't know. It might not. That's why they make DSPs.
Right.
Now, the Pioneer DSP is the exact same DSP that comes in the radio, just in a standalone box. So I would definitely not do that. Hello from New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Welcome from the desert. Now, as always, what are we doing in this vehicle? Because, hey, what would the show be without talking about actual car audio or showing you something? So this gentleman is here from Georgia?
He's from Georgia, but they drove to Texas. It's just
I don't know. They're here from somewhere, and they're big Pioneer fans. So what we got going on is he brought this amplifier here, which is the 9601. He bought this from us, which is the 874. This is the amp board that's going to go into the car. I'm finishing up the subwire right now. It's going to mount using these little clips right here, as well as clipping in behind the seat. So we have our wires almost done. We're putting in a Pioneer double-din, which means we're using the new Metro dash, the new double-din dash. We have our wires that are getting ready to get terminated. We've gone ahead and put our crossovers in the center console. These are them here. So this is the pretty sections coming up, and then it stops there. So we'll go ahead and do that. We added a backup camera, and I think he's just finalized. Did you get the reverse wire?
I got the reverse wire.
So we just need to put the bottom of the dash back together there. He is getting the Pioneer Z-Series woofers in the auto A-Trend box. So he's getting an A-Trend under the seat box. This thing's really nice. A lot of room. It sits off the floor really well. I like this box. So if you have this style seat in your Chevy, look at the A-Trend box for that. The amplifiers are going to go... Hold on. The amplifiers are going to go here in this area. These are the 3 clips that are going to hold the amplifier in place. Power wire will go here. The RCAs are going to run under that way and then go up that side of the car, and we'll actually get into the dash at some point. This is a diesel, so he's got 2 batteries. We added in this cool, there's going to be a Stinger battery block that goes here along with all the other fun stuff. And then we took off the bar for right now. That'll go back on when we're done because we don't want a sparky burnout thing going on here. I bought the 96. Will the KNA R31 remote control work? I have no idea on the remote controls. I have never... I have no idea. We never use the remote controls. When we get a radio with a remote control, it goes back in the box.
In the box, yeah.
And that's where it lives.
And we tell the people, hey, you want the remote?
It's in the box. It's in the box. My shop tunes their amps by ear using a... Okay, is that good method or is tuning with a DD... Okay. Is it a good method? It depends. If you got years of experience doing it and you know what you're doing, you can do it. When we were at Knowledge Fest Indy, Jeff Smith got up because we were in the Gladen class, and they're like, no one can tune an amplifier by ear. And no one raised their hand, so Jeff's like, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. So he got up and he did it, and he was really close. Like he was within a from being right where the DD1 put it. Yeah. So is it possible? Totally. He did it all by ear, and it was cool.
Just Smith, man.
It's Jeff Smith, you know. So is a oscilloscope or DD1 or something along those lines better? Yeah, totally. I mean, if you want to be perfect, yes. But keep in mind, when you're setting your gains, knowing where they're at is half the battle. That's the most important thing. Because you want to, you know, when you're looking at 0 dB, negative 5 dB, negative 5 dB is usually where we go for highs. Negative 3 dB to negative 5 dB, you're within the, you're there, but you're guessing, so you don't know. You have no consistency. Hello from Michigan. What's going on? Oh.
Hey, Johnny.
I need remote for my bass amp. It's a Rockville. Do you guys carry it? No, we don't carry it. But Pack makes a generic subwoofer volume control you can buy.
Yeah.
Was it the LCQ1 or LC1 or LC1? LC1. I think it's the LC1. Something like that. Hello.
Check back out of you.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Wonderful. Thanks, Johnny. Or Greg. Yeah, no, Johnny. Greg. Hey, Greg. What's up, Johnny?
Johnny, everybody's.
Yeah, if he only had one battery, would you need a capacitor for that setup? No, you don't need a capacitor for anything. Capacitors are just really cool voltmeters.
Just a voltmeter.
LC1 from Pack. Thank you, Calvin.
There you go.
Hey, it's Shaughnessy. What's going on, Mr. Install Ninja?
Shaughnessy.
Soon to be at Disney.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. We should go to Rocco Tacos. I'm just saying. I'm in for Rocco Tacos. The barbecue place is very small. It's very small. And not that good. I haven't had a good experience there yet. Just saying. 9 days.
9 days?
Yeah, right when we get... Yeah, so it's like the week after I get back from Oklahoma. Should I upgrade my Rockford Fosgate 360 DSP? Why? Is there something wrong with it? Is there something it's not doing that you want?
Yeah.
It's a great DSP. It's old, but who cares? I mean, that doesn't mean anything. It's still a DSP. If it's doing something you don't like, then upgrade it. Otherwise, no. Why would you upgrade it? There's no reason to. It's not bad. It's a great DSP. I don't personally care for the software. That doesn't mean it's not going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. It's actually a really nice DSP. Is there an internal adjustment on the bass cube? Mine is working, but weak compared to Epicenter. We have the bass cube. Honestly, I have no idea. We have yet to do anything with it. You have any experience with the Access DSP? Yeah, we filmed a video on it.
Yeah.
So if you check it out, we do the new X that's coming out here shortly. No, but the current DSP, yes.
Yeah.
We have a full video where we put it in a Camaro. We walked you through everything. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So just go to the playlist and search for Metro Access DSP Camaro or something like that. It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you guys. So last week we did the BMW, that we did the bit DMI, which was the fiber optic output. And one of the things that, the easiest way to test fiber optic to see if it's working is if the little light is blinking. If the little light is blinking, that means something's happening. In this case, we wanted to see what the little light was blinking. We wanted to see what it was doing. So we actually had to hook up a DSP to it, plug the DSP into the DMRTA, and it was this whole daisy chain full of stuff just to see what was going on. Actually, no, we didn't have to, because we used the audio control DM810, which gives us a input DSP, so we could see what was happening. But what I really wanted to do was just keep it simple and plug into it, and then plug it into one of the simple, like, handheld PAA3, so it could be really quick. I got this guy here. Hold on one second. Fernando will open this up. I tried to get it here before we started, but it wasn't going to make it, so it came in today. And what this is this is just a little box you can get for like 15, 20 bucks. It has a Toshlink input here, right here. Or I'm sorry, diff, SP diff right here.
SP diff.
It'll work off 5 volts, but it comes with a power plug, so you just simply plug it in. And then it has an output here for either a set of headphones or a audio output. There's the fiber optic cable there, or the SP diff cable there. So what this allows us to do is we could have just simply plugged this in, plugged in a set of headphones, put them on my head, seen what was going on, or plug this into the PAA3, had seen what the signal looked like. We could have seen if the bass in treble was working from the radio through the SP diff. There was a lot of things we could have done with it, Now we have it. I can't wait to show it. What we'll probably do just to see how it works is we're going to go ahead and hook it up to that guy right there, the Elevate, because it has SPDIF output, and see what it looks like coming out of there so that we can do a cool video on showing how to use this bad boy.
Yeah.
But, yay.
What's up
We
from
did do
Nevada?
a Dayton review. It's in one of the Saturday shows, so check
Yes.
that out. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here. Hey guys, love your content both here and YouTube. So, quick question. Just ordered a Dayton Audio DSP. When it comes to the settings on the amp, how should I do it? Okay, so he was answering that question there. Yes, we did a full Saturday show on the Dayton DSP. So just search Dayton DSP on there.
Yeah.
We'll walk you through the whole start to finish, how to use the phone app, all the fun stuff. You'll love it. It'll be easy.
Yeah.
We talk about the good and the bad. Ours was pre-update that they just came out with, so, and then we gave it away.
And then we give it away. Was great,
But nothing in regard
It's
to
out from
setting the
Houston.
amps. As far as setting the amps, what do you mean, like gain and stuff like that? If you want to, I mean, yeah, that's understandable because that has nothing to do with the DSP, but check, if you're trying to figure out gain and gain stage and all that fun stuff, head over to Diamore. That's the guy that makes the DD1, SMD DD1. He has a video called Gain Train, and he will walk you through the process of all that. Crossovers, levels. Crossovers should all be set through the DSP. So essentially the only thing you should have on the amplifier is the amplifier. Crossovers should be off. The only adjustment you're going to make is gain. That's it. Just gain. Crossovers. Everything else is done in the DSP. You'll do nothing at the amplifier.
Right.
Who makes the fancy sub box you were talking about a couple weeks ago? What fancy sub box were we talking about a couple weeks ago? Was that, I don't know. What was it for? Because we talk about fancy stuff all the time. I know MTI makes the really cool F-150 Dodge Ram boxes that if you want, you can go to MTI, which is Mobile
MTI
Toys.
Acoustics.
MTI Acoustics, thank you. They're out of Texas. They make a really sweet box.
Yeah.
And they make it in a couple different levels, so you could get to pick. Gately makes SPL boxes. Bobby Gately does make SPL boxes. I don't know if we've ever talked about his boxes. That's the box that Steve Meade has in his F-250. That's also the Plexi box that old school
car stereo
has that he has. What's up from Buffalo?
What's going on? The guy you guys use for boxes. Sean.
Yeah, but he hasn't made anything like breathtaking.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever installed a woofer instead of coaxials in the stock place at the door?
What's up, Buffalo?
Not in years, because, well, now there are actually subwoofers you can do that with, but it still needs a chamber, so you still need to do a lot of work. Like Monster out of Mexico, Ricardo, he did a set of the 6-inch woofers in the rear door of a pickup truck.
That was a
Toyota, but he had to road kill, or what he uses for sound treatment, the hell out of them to get any form of sound out of them. So it's Blizzard Arctics.
The cool boxes.
Yes.
The
okay.
Yellow, orange, and
what is it? I'm trying to think of what it is. They have Arctic. It's Arctic box.
Arctic.
No, it's not. You're repeating what I'm saying. It's not helping.
Dean does.
They have a Fox on it. It's not Fox boxes though. All right, I'll have to think of that one. Dean, does your head hurt from the amount of information you have? You're a walking encyclopedia of car audio. It hurts, but for totally different reasons. Usually because I banged it on something in the car.
Yeah, nice.
Frostbite boxes. That's it. That's
There
it.
you go.
Yes. Yeah, those guys. They thank you. Frostbite boxes. Yes. We gotta contact those guys. They do some really cool boxes. You can find them here on Instagram. Just search like Frostbite boxes. Hey, they're pretty. They're pretty boxes for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. See?
There you
That's
go.
what community is
See?
all about, people. Yeah. All right.
Community.
Well, this
There
has
you go.
been
All right,
5
that's
minutes
it.
with 5-star.
Yeah.
We got to get back to work. It's almost time to get out of here. We got an hour and then we're done. He's got to put these fuse holders in. I got to finish the amp things and whatever. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you missed yesterday, I apologize. It'll be up on this weekend, Fox Acoustic as well. Thank you. Yes, Fox Acoustic. Yes, they make Fox boxes. They're big boxes. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow, which is Thursday, right?
Yep.
All right, I got to check. I'm still screwed in the head here.
Thursday tomorrow, all day. All right,
I'm
guys.
thinking it's Monday, because,
You just came back from vacation.
I know. All right. You guys, vacation was one day. How's that vacation?
It's vacation day. Exactly.
Bye, Natasha. You have a wonderful
See
day.
you guys later.
Thanks for the hats, by the way.
Yes.
All right. They ugly. All right, guys. Bye. You getting it? Trying to figure it out?
Oh, I got a notification.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was a good shot of your knee. Happy Thursday, everybody. And we are in a GMC. I want to say Chevy. GMC
Sierra.
There you go. Thank you. And we're putting in the big, because, like, you need the big 9-inch Alpine with CarPlay.
Correct.
Look at that thing. Turn that on for us. Shut your door, though, because that way we don't have to listen to the bong. Yeah, look at that. Now, the cool thing about this is, like, you just saw that light up red. With the Alpine, you can have it light up red or blue, whichever one you prefer. They have red gauges, so we're going to go red to match. It's a CarPlay radio. Plug your cool little thing in. Now, something to note about these CarPlay radios, or aftermarket in general, is they're not going to play through the hub. So inside here, we got this cool hub right here. It's not going to play through that. Some of these have glove box USBs in here. It can play through that. There is an adapter that you can, but why? So we just go ahead and we put the pack, little guy there, take out the cigarette, boom, we're good to go. And we have CarPlay. Now, a couple things to note about these radios, or any GM radio for that matter. The backup camera. It can either be here in the main module, or it can be here behind the glove box. Now, this is the learning portion of the day. If it's here, you'll know there's a yellow and black harness. There's a yellow black wire in the harness that match. It plugs in. If there's something on the other side of it, then yay, cool. If there's not, it's going to be here. Pull these two pieces out. There's 3 torque screws, 3 sets, so 6 total. It's located right here. You plug it in, you're good to go. Now, this has a camera button on it. You can see what's going on behind us. The problem is GM will only turn on if you're in reverse.
Correct.
So, how do we get around that? Because after all, that's the sucky part. It's actually not that bad. So, hang on a second. Hey, do you have the... All right, can you guys hear me? All right, you still have the light? Let me borrow that from you. All right, so hopefully, I don't know what it is. People always want to call you when you're going live, but all right. So let me come down here. So we're gonna go underneath the back of this truck. Sorry, let me flip this around here. All right. And if you heard that earlier, that was the voice of Paul saying, are you going to go live? All right, so underneath the back of the truck, this guy right here, see this little safety clip? It's this plug, this one that has the braided. Just look for the braided. See all these have this split loom crap? Don't worry about that. Look for the one that's braided. That's the one you want. This is the one you're going to unplug if you need to take your tailgate off for any reason. You're going to pull this thing forward, and then you're going to press in here, and you're going to pull this off. Now, as you see, this guy has 6. Depending on your rear, it's going to be 6 or 8. And how that works is you have red is in pin 1, white is in pin 3. Now, that's not going to matter whether you have a 6 or an 8. Red will always be in pin 1, white will always be in pin 3. Now, if you have an 8, there's going to be another white next to this. We're not going to worry about that when we want these 2. We're going to cut this white here, right about 1.5 inches. We're going to cut it. We're going to cap it off on the clip side. Now on the wired side, we're going to tap it into that red wire. That's an accessory. Solder it up, shrink wrap over it, tape back over it, put it all back to normal, and then plug it back in. Goes here. Now what that's done is that's just gone ahead and hooked up our factory camera, that guy right there, to an accessory, so that now if we want to use that cool button that Alpine provides on the radio, or Pioneer or Kenwood or whoever radio you're doing, you can have that. So where that becomes in handy is if you're hauling a trailer, or you just want to be sitting in a parking lot seeing what's going on behind you. You don't have to have the car in reverse to do that. Now, a lot of people say, oh, but won't the camera get hot? Or cameras work off of 3.5 volts. All right, there's inside the camera, there's a little thing that a down voltage converter, and boom. So you don't have to worry about it. They don't draw very much amperage, and they don't draw a lot of voltage, so it's okay. There you go. That's the learning part for today. Wonderful. Hey guys, on a big Rockford T400 amplifier, is the gain the master volume? When gain is down, there is no sound. So yes, the gain is a master volume on those Rockford amplifiers. So if the gain is all the way down and there's no sound, that would be that. Yay. Some amplifier manufacturers still do that, some don't. Most just go to like a really low input so that you still have sound when it's just coming in at a low roar. But some older amplifiers, that's the way older amplifiers used to be. You'd have a the gain was like a volume control. Turn it all the way down, and there you go. Quick thought.
What's the question?
I have the Orion 620 GT, old school amplifier. I was thinking about bringing it in and doing a car lab on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I thought that would be kind of neat to do like a retro car stereo lab. Thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's a 6x20 of AB amplifier.
6x20. Huh?
6x20.
Maybe you bridge it?
Hi, Fernando.
Hi.
There is no bridging.
No?
It's just 6x20. You might be able to bridge it, but it's
Nah.
6x20. But it only has 4-channel input. So,
Yeah, that would be cool.
yeah, that'd be neat. Hey, from Lima, Peru. What's going on?
Peru,
That'll be
what's
awesome.
going on, Jose?
Well, Philip's down for it, so we're going to do it. Do any Volvos... Yeah, okay.
No, we haven't done that.
Yeah, Volvos are funny. Have you tried any Helix amplifiers yet? No, and it's funny, we put a call... Actually, it's funny you should
What's
mention
up,
that.
Bobby?
We put a call into them yesterday.
Mhm.
I'm assuming at some point we'll hear back from them. If not, I'll call them again next week when I get back.
Demo
But
done, Murphy.
that's about it. We'll reach out to them. We know you guys want us to talk about the Helix stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys want to reach out to them and be like, hey, you guys should talk to Dean and Fernando, 5-star.
You know.
That would even,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, have you guys talked to these guys? You should. Pioneer Pro. Is there a Pioneer Pro? Not that I'm aware of. No, we don't have Pioneer Pro.
No.
So
California.
Pioneer on the Pioneer side, Pioneer did just release a whole bunch of new
Single Deans.
single DINs and double DIN non-video radios. There's
Yeah.
like 8 of them.
8?
Baseband. Yeah, there's 8. Remember? Because I was like, why in the world do you
That was
need...
not 16?
It might have been 16. I mean, when you guys have a trip to Lima. And it's hard enough just getting out of Pinellas County,
Exactly.
says the guy going to Oklahoma next week.
And you went to Disney. Now you're going to Oklahoma. And then, dude, you party all day.
Dude, I'm literally going to Oklahoma and then it's back here for the rest of the year.
No, not really.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's not like we're going to SEMA.
Yeah, you never know.
I think I still have an Alpine V12 around. I'll send it over for the lab if I can find it. There you go.
That would be cool.
Hey, speaking of,
Lab?
no,
Alpine?
Alpine. The guy that has that G35 with all the Alpine
Mhm.
equipment in it, he's getting his dash redone, and I talked to him, and as soon as he gets his dash redone, we're going to do a spotlight video on that car, talk to him about it and whatnot, because I thought that'd be really neat. It's got all that Alpine V12 in it, looked really cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys the only 2 technicians there? It's us. This is the only bay, and we're the only 2 guys. There's only 3 of us that work here.
That's it.
Pretty fun. But yeah, it's just us.
2 guys.
2 guys in a
2 guys in a truck.
2 guys in a drill.
2 guys in a truck.
2 guys in a truck. 2 guys in a Jeep. Yeah. It's killing my shoulder.
Really?
Let's go axe throwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me Disney too Sunday. Wow, man.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, of course, it's Bobby. I mean, literally, I think Disney's in his backyard. Do you remember the Memphis amp they call the Memphis Bell? Yes,
Really?
actually, yeah. There's a dealer in Louisiana that still supposedly has a bunch of those. Ada was talking about that. I got an old school PPI. Ooh, yeah. Art series, never used. Pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Well, I mean, here we go. So let's do old school. Thanks to Jason at Stereo Kings. This was his brother's amplifier. He sent this to me for my birthday. Super sexy. I still have to add this clock to DNF tool drawer. Don't worry, it'll be up there.
The clock?
Yeah, the clock. Everybody wants the clock. What's Paul been up to?
Hey.
Oh, whoa, what happened? I'm sorry. Walking
Hey,
back
Jeff.
and forth.
That's Jeff.
Jeff who?
Jeff Smith.
Jeff Smith is on here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
How you doing,
Hi,
man?
Jeff. Where's the CDs, Jeff? Natasha from Morel sent us some CDs and some hats. We got to give those away. Yo.
Yo.
What's going on? What's up, fellas? Hope all is great today. Actually, today isn't going too bad. Today's, I mean, I say that, and then the poop hits the fan. Stop
we
it.
finished the other GMC.
Yeah, it's out back.
Yeah.
Should we show it to him?
Yeah, it's over there.
Y'all, why is Paul never on? Is he even real? All right, we'll talk to Paul. You know what? We'll get Paul on for a couple minutes on Saturday maybe. Before he leaves, we'll have him come over and say hi. How many cars, y'all, how many cars a day you guys install on? It does it. Do you have the keys?
For that?
Yeah, grab the keys because it's kind of pointless to show to him. We don't really go on how many cars we do a day. It's more what we're doing in those cars. So, for example, if you have one car that's a ton of work, that's the only car we're going to work on. So, like the dually yesterday, this guy, pause due to poor connection. Hold on.
Yeah, because it's
All right, hang on.
taking Wi-Fi off.
I'm turning the Wi-Fi off. All right, hopefully you guys are still alive. All right, had to turn off the Wi-Fi. Anyways, as I was saying, the dually we did yesterday, this guy, this was a ton of work. So we had roadkill in the front doors where Fernando's standing. We went with the Pioneer Z-types. Z-types. So we mounted the little tweeters up in the corner there. These are really neat. I should have took pictures of how I made these. But so those are there. We routed out the circles. So those are put Z-type components up front. Mounted the crossovers inside of the little cup holder here. Here, hold this for a second. Let me see if I can get. It's looking at me.
Oh, damn, I totally forgot about taking a picture of that. Did you take a picture?
Of the
No.
I didn't take a picture of it.
Wow, what's going on, man?
I don't know. I suck.
Well,
So the box.
I
is
never
in,
say that. You say that.
And then so we
Look
have
at
the
that.
amps in place. So they're attached to the brackets in these parts here, and then this covers it to hold it into the top. All the wires, signal and everything, like I said, go that way. Power and everything come this way. They're up here, and it runs through this area and down and over. Grounded here onto the floor using the 12-volt grounding kit, which we still have to do a video on. But otherwise, yeah, everything is in place. DD1 for setting. Rock on. Pretty cool. Yay. All right, let me flip back around. So,
Yeah.
you can take pictures?
I'm gonna take.
All right, I'll let you take pictures. Now, you guys often ask about grounding. Let me walk back over here to the store, to the install bay, and we'll take a look at some grounding. And the nice thing about this is you can actually just go right to their site and order the parts. And they're not cheap, so it's okay. But they work really well. So this is it right here, positiveground.com. This comes with some cool stuff. You have 3 main pieces. You have the nut driver. You have this guy right here, which is for the grounding the paint away. But what you use first is this cool tapered drill bit. So you drill a hole with this. That lines up for this nipple right here. So you can get a nice circular, and then you put this on here. You grab this guy right here. See, it's a self-threading screw. You grab one of these guys to lock it into place. So this goes over it like, can't do this with one hand. This goes over it like this. Then your ring terminal will go on. You drive that right into place. Now, in the case of that pickup truck, what you can do next is if you want for maximum, you can put this onto the back of it like that. You have a super good, amazing ground. Don't totally need these. And of course, it comes with electrolytic jelly too. Safety glasses, because you know safety's first. Pioneer Zero better than the PRS. Yes, they are definitely better than the PRS. The Z series is a new design for Pioneer, totally from the ground up different. And we don't have the Z. That picture broke. We used to have a picture out there, but it fell apart. And I think we finally gave away all the books. But it's
Wire care.
totally different design. Oh, wire care in the house. Don't worry. I'm going to get with you guys here. We got to talk about ferrules. We need some bigger ones.
So you guys remember Audubon?
Yes,
What's
of course.
Audubon?
And you too can pick up audio bond with some. What did they have in them? Drugs. Because the guy,
idea, man.
they just did a whole. Type on if you want a good laugh. Type in audio bond and drug bust. Yeah, because it was like 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah. They did a huge drug bust with them. It was cool, neat. What model Pioneer amps did that truck have? So it had the older 9601 and the new 9704. I think is what it is. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was his 9601 and the new highs amp. The new ones are much better. Yeah, much better. They don't pop off. My friend had an Audio Bond 10, and his O2 Camaro sounded great. Yeah, they were nice. Yeah, I mean they were pretty too. That was a cool thing. They had the cool little baskets.
I keep blowing the tweeters and my Z series components.
Turn them down.
Turn them down.
It's -3.
Yeah.
You have -3, 0, and +3. So here's the deal. If you're blowing tweeters, you have one of two problems. One, you either have your gain set wrong, you have your crossover set wrong. More than likely, it's the gain. Two, you just need more tweeter. And the gain is also a direct reflection of the EQ. So if the EQ is up a lot, well, that's going to increase the gain and also increase the distortion.
Thank you for watching, man.
I don't know, Bobby. That is how you blow tweeters, because they're only going to get so loud. I mean, in that you saw those are tiny tweeters. They're only tiny things. They only, so.
We have a delay on the boys.
I wouldn't decide. This thing has stopped and started like 3 times, so I apologize. I'm sorry. I would have to stop again. It's Instagram. But anyways, that's okay. We've talked about a lot. Yeah. It's only been 5 minutes. Tomorrow is Friday. We got another day to talk about. We'll do it tomorrow. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's been fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think it's just going to be tradition. This is how we're going to start the video.
What?
From now on, I'm just going to pan over to you, and this is just what we're going to do.
Well, today is a lucky day.
Today is a lucky day?
Yeah.
Really?
It's Friday 13th.
Oh, it is?
It's a Friday 13th. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
So play the lotto, or play whatever you're going to play. You might win.
Okay. That's all it takes.
Hey.
Pasadena, California in the house.
Is in the house.
Okay, so here's what was funny, that Pasadena. So I was just sitting here working on this, and I was thinking about vacationing in California, and I was thinking of the San Andreas tar pits. I don't know why.
Okay.
It just, my brain went there, and I was like, cool. Morel is in the house. Hi. And so is Mark. Mark, just turn off right now. Just turn off, Mark. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Come on over here and give me a hand.
Okay.
All right. So today being Friday.
Trying to work over here, man.
What? September. Middle of September.
Yeah.
What better day than it is to release a new product?
Yeah.
Hi, Natasha. Say hi.
Hi.
When we say hi, Natasha, we talking about Morel.
Morel.
Not going to do that. Please, Mark, stay on then. Okay. Mark is also iData. I'm expecting a Camaro today. Yeah, I was going to call you about that. I honestly didn't even realize it was Friday. Can you believe that? Like, I woke up this morning, I was like,
yeah, it's
Friday.
It's
Friday? Hi, Dave. Okay, so.
Yeah?
What better day than a Friday the 13th to release a brand new product? Today, we've just found out that we get to talk about this guy right here. This is available starting today. So for all you guys with the F-150, with that 8-inch crappy screen in it, and you're like, man, I want to get rid of it. I want to take it out. I want to put in a cool touchscreen. I want to put in a floating, this guy.
Elevate.
You want to put an Elevate in it. You want to put in a Halo. You want to put in anything other than that crappy factory radio. We got you hooked up today. Let's go over here to my bench. Grab it and let's take it over to my bench. Let's talk about this thing. There's some neat things that this is going to allow you to do. All right, so open it up. Now, first off, we have the revised, awesome new instructions that I helped them. We've played with this radio for a while now, so we've made all the mistakes. This is a super informative. Ernie and I'm only saying I because I pointed out things, and Ernie did all the work. Ernie did all the work. This is a great instruction manual. It walks you through every step imaginable that you could possibly think of to install this. Now let's talk about the kit, because the instruction manual is not the fun part. All right, so this one we have built for a very specific reason, and the car we've been testing it in is built a certain way. So here's the circuit board on the back. That is for this screen right here, which we'll talk about in a minute. This is your airbags. These are your buttons. These are all part of the actual kit. Now, up top here, this is a 2-switch option. Open that up for me, please. Now, depending on your truck, you could possibly have a 3-switch option, and that's it right here. So this is actually interchangeable. Now, down here on the bottom, right here, see this seam that is almost invisible? That's depending on what air conditioning you have. So it also comes with this guy. So there's 2 bottoms, and they just simply screw together. There's 4 nice screws that hold it together, an alignment bracket, there's an edge. It's very well thought out. And just to give you an idea, I can hold it, I can hold it from here, and it's very rigid. Okay, so it's a super rigid kit. Now let's talk about this screen for a minute, what makes this screen unique. For one, you get gauges, you get air conditioning controls. However, what makes it cool is this guy, and Eric just texted me while I'm doing this. That's funny. So this is not an exposed circuit board. This is so that you can take your factory air conditioning controls, and they're going to come into here. This cover here is what is going to go over everything when we're done. So these holes here are for your factory air conditioning controls. So everything, it's just factory pieces bolt into this. It makes things really nice. The circuit board is for display and control whatnot.
Yeah.
So it makes things really super cool. But actually, you know what? Pull that back cover back off. Pull that off. It should click from the sides. All right. So hold this for a second. Let me grab one more piece here.
What's going on, guys?
In the box
Lou.
is this guy right here. So pull it back, pull back, pull back, pull back.
Yeah, you're good,
Okay.
you're good.
So this is the brain box for the radio. This is for air conditioning and control. This is for radio. This is going to give you your steering wheel controls. This is going to give you your amplifier integration. It's going to give you all that stuff. It's going to give you backup camera integration. Now this harness right here, all right, this is the camera integration harness. Now it loops through this guy right here, so it plugs into here. And what this allows you to do is change the camera's appearance. So on the Ford, it has a backup view and a top-down view. That's controlled through the touchscreen. And also, if you upgrade to this piece right here, this allows this to control 4 cameras now. 5 cameras. My bad. Why did I say 4? 5 cameras. And you're saying 5 cameras? What are you talking about? Front camera, rear camera, taillight rear camera, and 2 mirror cameras can now be added to this and controlled from this touchscreen. So one of the things that a lot of people complain about is that their aftermarket radio only has the ability to do, let's say, a front camera. Well, or I'm sorry, a rear camera, they want to do a front camera. Now you can control this. It's just touch.
Like how
Here's your air conditioning controls.
Here.
But yes, you can control the camera views now from the touchscreen. It also has triggers. So like if you put on the turn signal, it'll automatically go to that camera view. It'll feed it up to here. Doesn't have to though. You can have it stay here if you want it to, but it will feed it up to this. So if you don't, for whatever reason, want to do a screen up here, you don't have to, but it'll feed it. So that's what that But out of the box, it gives you the loop here so that you can control the camera via this. Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
So this guy is shipping today. So this will start to be available. Now, we don't have the video up on how to install it.
Not yet.
Not yet. We still have to edit it. So we've been playing with this kit for a couple weeks. We had it in a friend of ours, you guys, Joe. We had it in there. We were playing with it. We had a good time. Helped them, you know, get this right. So by the time it comes to you guys, like on this box right here, what does it say? Beta unit. So now the full-on, ready-to-go unit is out. It's gonna be wild. You're gonna be able to play with it. Isn't that exciting?
It is exciting.
So if you've got the Ford, there you go. So that's the learn for today. Brand new F-150 8-inch kits. They're out. You can get them. Call your local Amp Global dealer. That's somebody that sells Pack Audio, Best Kits, Stinger, Echo Master, all those guys. This kit just starting to ship today.
Model number is RPK4.
Oh, hold on. Let's just wait. All right, say it again.
RPK4 FD 2101.
Boom.
F-150 2017 to 18.
There you go. What year?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's right.
Oh, no.
It's 15 to
18. I'm sorry. 17 to 18 for Super Duty.
Yeah,
with
15 to
8-inch
18.
screen.
15
Yep.
to 18. All right, sorry about that. A lot of text on the side of the box, but that's it. That's cool, right? Isn't anybody who's excited? You're covering the mic. I'm sorry, I was covering the mic.
Covering the mic, man.
I know. I'm trying. So one more time on the model number, just in case I was covering the mic. Hold on. RPK4-FD2101. Good for 2015 to 18 F-150s, 17 to 18 Super Duties with 8-inch display. Yay! Now, if you have the small display, that kit's been out for years. We have tons of videos on that, so go ahead and check that out. But this kit is the evolution of what Pack has been working on for the past. It's taken like a year and a half, almost 2 years to develop this. So super excited to have this finally out. Nothing.
And then ship.
And then now it's available for you to ship.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, cool. Well, that's today. What else we got? Nothing?
No, we have a Toyota over here.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. All right, we're going to let you guys go. Get back to your day. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means questions. Yay. Live show, Saturday, YouTube. Lots of fun there. All right, guys. There was something I wanted to ask. I don't remember what it was, though. It doesn't matter. I'll think about it later.
Yeah.
Camaro. Funny. I know. Okay, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.